Hello everyone, welcome back to Be Again Books. I'm Kathleen and I'm happy to be here today to show you this darling Halloween journal. It's the only one I'm making this year and I'm doing it because Kara Brandon, I had used her mystic jewels in my boho journal and I had said to her, Kara, I think the witches that match the mystic jewels would really make a cute boho journal. And so I'm doing this journal as a guest design for Kara's kits on Etsy. Her Etsy store is Kara Brandon's Creations. And the kits that I'm using are the Mystic Jewels, which I used before in the boho journal, and Mystic Witches. And they're not really very spooky. It's a great kit though. And I have wanted to use it with this multicolored ribbon. I haven't done a ribbon closure like this for a long time, and I just thought this would be cute for this beautiful witch here on the front. It's a 1/2 inch spine, just one signature. And I've got a bow tied up here at the top of this pretty charm dangle. Some broken jewelry. I think it was a bracelet. So all you do to open it up is you gather up all of the knots and pull. Yeah. So let's go inside and see what I've done. I've used some scrapbook paper here on the cover. It's just a semi-soft, I think a cracker box this time. And I've covered the inside. I've done this little book plate here. And I've used this vintage envelope. Done a little bit of embellishing and then made this little tag to go inside there. On the other side, I've put a pocket, just some of the digitals with a couple of little tags. This one is embossed butterfly here. And that just slides there in that pocket. I've used the letter from this envelope as a kind of a fold-up pocket. And I've got that, just a little piece of ephemera to slide in there. So I just gathered up all of the scrapbook paper that I had that would match this beautiful kit. You remember this from a couple of weeks ago with the boho journal. And I've done my usual layering. Here's a little piece of vintage ephemera and a tag from the kit. This is pretty purple silky ruffle, and here's a little bead charm on there. There are a lot of fuzzy cuts that come with the kit, the Mystic Witches, and I've used some of those throughout the journal. There's another little charm here. This is an over the page journaling flip, and I made a sanded paint chip just to slide in there, that little pocket, and the witch's boot here on the back. Little paper clip to hold it on the page. Some journaling paper. This is a pretty corner tuck, and I've used some boho-ish trim and this butterfly, and made just a simple journaling card to go with it. This pretty witch is an altered paper clip, and it just holds this paper. It's folded in accordion paper. Yeah, so that just kind of holds that together. Then I have another little small tag there. Another charm. Beautiful spread here. And this is a vintage book page and another journaling card. I cut these notches to kind of mimic an old dictionary. You know how some of the pages have those notches in them. There's a little corner tuck and a pretty little journal paper. Here's another of the framed witches. I have embossed this paint chip and put a strip there. Made an altered guest check. Here's some more fiber. This trim reminded me of little spiders. It's not black, but it still seems kind of spidery to me. And this trim on this side. This is a vintage check that I've made a wraparound pocket here and just done a little bit of collage. Here's a tag for this pocket. And Delia's Irish Stew, a recipe card. And this is just another journaling paper. There's a little collage here at the bottom. And this is a big collaged tuck here. Just a little funny little tag. You can write on the back. That goes in there. And then I looked through the insects to see what kind of weird bugs I could find. These are some leaf hoppers. Yeah, and the color was just right. So I've included that. I had a comment recently about what in the world would a journaler do with that if you got this journal. And there's a couple things I could do. I could roll a little bit of paint on there. I could paste something over it, some writing paper. I could also fussy cut around those bugs and further decorate the journal. So that's kind of why I put these things in there. And sometimes I include things that are just kind of interesting. This is the other side of that paper that I think is so pretty, sprayed with some acrylic sprays. This is an envelope, recycled envelope, and I've just done this little collage here. And, oh, this is just a little collage paper. Goes in there. And then on this side, I just have made a little cutout belly band. Some vintage note paper there. I just love these colors. So bright, so cheerful, even at Halloween. This is a pocket here on the side with some vintage ephemera. I don't know what that is. I have a little packet of that and one of the journal cards from the kit. And I've got a little paper clip to hold that on too. This is a wraparound journal paper, so lots of room for journaling. Here's another little journal paper here in this pocket, some Monopoly money, and that wraps around this avocado dyed paper. Actually, that might be Kool-Aid. I think maybe it is. And then this is just another little card from the kit and a little tiny paper clip. This is, okay, so I've got a couple of pieces of ephemera here. This is Mokahana Lives in Hawaii card catalog card. And then this is a tag from the kit, so I've made a little tuck spot there. But this is a really large fold-out ledger piece. So those just kind of tuck in there. And I chose this because of the big spines. It seemed kind of scary. Cactus can be kind of scary, actually. We have cactus in our property. There is another journaling pages here with some of the little fussy cut embellishments. Great big butterfly. These are just beautiful images, Kara. Really well done. Some lace there. They flip out. Some fiber through there. Here is the last page, and I've made one of my pieced peekaboo pockets. So this is just another journaling card. It slides down in there. Here's the last of the paper, the letter, and a vintage bridge score. And the last pocket is the other side of that envelope. And I just have included this little postcard. And then the final page, the back cover. There is the vintage Mystic Witches Boho Journal. I will list this on Etsy and put a link in the description box. And then I'll see you again with a new project.